Morning, VC. So I had planned to do a fines video today, um, and we'll get to that. But I saw a video earlier this morning from Alan, Static Traveler, and it's good to see him back. Been a bit of a hiatus, um, which we're all allowed to take. Um, there, it's not like John Digital Gramophone says. There's not really a vinyl community, um, so to speak. We all have real lives here. Anyway, Alan is one of my favorite channels because he not only does he show rare records, but he normally finds most of these items out in the wilds, as we like to say. Um, and he's challenged us with showing 5 records that may have never been shown in the VC before. I have an absolute ton of stuff here I could use for this video, and mainly because I'm into a lot of things that no one else is, like the B Corp label out of Spain. I mean, I know of one other collector in the States, um, like just barely. I don't think they make VC videos though, and I don't think they ever have. So that's not, you know, that's not really fair. Hundreds of those records. I do have one here that's related. Um, but I'm going to do this a little different than maybe the rules that were set. Um, I've got one item here of kind of each form of media that I'm going to show, and I don't think I've seen. I watch a lot of VC videos. It's because it's where I learn about music. Um, a lot of my collection is basically curated through the vinyl community. Um, Again, we use that term, vinyl community, through people I watch on YouTube. Um, I mean, I absolutely love it. Always learning, always finding new avenues, new rabbit holes to go down. Thanks to you folks. Um, but yeah, this is a really cool one from Alan. So let's get to it. Let's see what am I going to start with? I guess we'll start with the 7 inch. I don't think anybody's ever shown this. I only know about this record because of Egon with Now Again. I know he's got a copy. He may have the only other copy in existence that I'm aware of. Um, I'm not sure. I haven't dug into how many copies are listed in collections on Discogs, so who knows. But as far as showing in the vinyl community, I don't think this one's been shown. I've shown all these myself before, but um, the Hikers, on the A side, it has God Gave His Only Son, and on the B side, it has Stone the Flower. And these are two of the best psychedelic rock jamming Nigerian tunes you're ever going to hear. There's another Hikers 7 inch that I've been hunting for many years. Very, very difficult to find. I don't think this has been shown. This is on His Master's Voice. I don't know if this is the original bag or not. I got this from a gentleman in Nigeria, I believe in Lagos. It does have the EMI logo, and this is an EMI Records Limited bag for distribution in Great Britain. I don't think this was distributed in Great Britain, though, this record, or there'd be more copies that would pop up for sale. I think this was a Nigerian limited release in 1972. This is absolutely badass. I'm not sure if you can listen to this online or not. I think you can because I'm pretty sure I sampled it before I got it. But this is a badass one. Pretty rare. I have a lot of rare 7 inches. I could have shown any of the Zamrock stuff. Dylan's shown every Zamrock record there is, but he's not into the 7 inches, and I got a lot of them from him. But I should show that one. Going to CD. I don't think I've seen anybody show this. This is Mia Clark and Andy Moore, Guitargument. Uh, and this is on the Hellos Square Recordings label out of Australia. However, neither musician is Australian. So it's an Australian-only release. I think it was recorded in 2008 and released in 2009. Mia Clark is a fantastic guitarist from Chicago, and Andy Moore is a legendary guitarist. He's British, but he joined the X in the Netherlands in, I think, around 1990. This is a duo effort. Incredible guitar playing. It's hard to describe. This one I'm pretty sure you can sample on YouTube, but the artwork is really cool. And I don't think anybody's ever shown this before, and I would highly recommend checking that out. Next, we'll show a cassette. This is the one I was referring to from Spain. This is No More Lies, Goodwill. I believe this is from 1996. This is an extremely rare demo cassette of this fantastic hardcore band, one of the most important to ever come out of Spain. Santi Garcia was in this band, and he is the main producer of the music over there for the B-Core label and many others. He's basically the Steve Albini of Spain. And yeah, this is an extremely rare cassette. I want to say, I can't remember exactly how many copies were made, maybe 25, if I'm not mistaken. There's the guys. They were very young here. And I've got to be a guest of this band in Spain during Primavera Sound at the B-Core Showcase at the Apollo in Barcelona. Got to meet Santi at the B-Core store. This is badass stuff. It's definitely, they would definitely progress and get much better as the albums went on when they signed to B-Core. What label is this on? It's on a, starts with a J, and I can't remember the name of the label. I don't know if it's, oh yeah, Juriola Records is the label. Killer hardcore group. Check out some of their videos on YouTube. But I don't think anybody's ever shown that. As far as LPs go, I don't think I've seen anybody showing this. It's possible though. I'm not sure who would have, but so this is the Royal Academy Music Performance 1 and 2 from 1985. It's a German private press jazz LP, and one of my favorites I've ever heard in my life. It lists Bob Flagg as the sax player. However, that is John Chakai as under an alias, as he was probably licensed to a label at the time when he made this record. You have the Wolny brothers, Frank on guitar, Heinz Wolny on bass. A.R. Pank is the mastermind behind these series of records, all privately pressed. All his own artwork. He is a drummer, a pianist, many things. And of course, Louis Maholo appears on drums on this one, which was a big draw for me. I think it's the reason I sought this out, because I didn't know who Bob Flagg was until doing further research. And then hearing it, I knew who it was. But and they all have this awesome lion on the labels. And this is an absolutely fantastic jazz record. Unbelievable performance. What can I say? I have a lot of these records. I don't think anybody's shown this particular one in the VC that I am aware of, other than myself. So that would be one of the records. It just came straight to mind. And then lastly, I'll show a 78, since we got to see a fine 78 from Alan. I thought about I could show either of these Paramount 78s, which are extremely rare. I found a couple of them last year or the year before, but there are some 78 channels out there, and a lot of collectors of 78 specifically collect the blues. So I'm sure these have more than likely been shown before. So I will, I do have an excuse to show this particular record, of which there are 2 known copies on Discogs, at least, listed in collections, 2 copies. Someone else does have a copy because they show a video of them playing it on YouTube. And I haven't gone back to see if that might end up being one of the, if I can see the label, one of the copies that's here in this house, because I'm the one that has the 2 copies listed on Discogs. I have them both. That is the first ever music that was written by Sun Ra in around 1929. He wrote the music and sent the music to New York, mailed it to Clarence Williams, hoping to get some feedback on his composition. And oddly enough, in 1933, I think the 1st of September, Clarence Williams and his orchestra went into the studio and recorded that music that Sun Ra wrote, and released it on this Vocalion 78. And the name of the track is Chocolate Avenue. And the B-side is Dispossessing Me, which is a Clarence Williams track, co-written, but has nothing to do with Sun Ra. But the A side is the Chocolate Avenue. This is the beginnings of Mr. Blunt right here. I've shown this a couple times maybe now. I did a special video for this. The story, how I got this, is absolutely bonkers. I won't go into all that. Maybe I'll leave a link to that video. And it was incredible to find, because I had gotten the Omniverse book and had read it, and that, of course, being the first entry in the book, is how it got on my radar, and I started to just pay attention to, how, who has 78s, and I ended up finding a listing on Discogs, ordering it, and then never hearing back. Again, I won't get too far deep into the weeds on the story, but I ended up getting it. And then on eBay, I think last year or the year before, this copy came up for sale from John Tefteller, the preeminent 78 collector in the world. And I figured it'd be a bidding war of epic proportions, and I got it for $25. It's worth significantly more. This record is beyond rare, and I have now a second copy of Chocolate Avenue. So those are my rare records that maybe no one has shown in the VC before. Hope you're well. Peace.